Hey, everybody.
Sean Kelly here, along with Tatiana for this week's Mortgage Minute. Hello, Tatiana.
Hi.
How are you?
Threw that one out.
Good. Long time no see.
It has been. It has been. Good
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend and good vacation away from the videos, I'm assuming.
It was good. It's always nice to get away and now, recharge and start working again in full force.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right.
Get back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a little bit of a scare or a period of time where the rates were kind of going up and they hit above 7 and everybody was kind of freaking out about it and everything. So where are we with the rates? What have you been seeing? Just catch us up. What's been going on?
Yeah. So the rates, comparing to the last week, which we didn't cover really, right? They're flat. Yeah, you're right. The rates, they go up and down, very volatile times. I don't recommend clients to float and float meaning, not to lock, right? If you have a contract, you have option of locking the rate in. When it's a long-term situation, maybe you can watch it, but if you are settling in the next 30 days, I don't recommend floating because it's day by day. Today it's up, tomorrow maybe it's a little bit down, but right now it's flat. They did go up and then they went down slightly, so and it's flat right now. 30-year conforming conventional is at 6.98. Jumbo is better. Jumbo have better rates, 6.79. FHA 6.69. Those are average rates. Sometimes I'm able to quote something better. The ARMs are getting more popular right now too. ARM is adjustable rate mortgage that is fixed for 5, 7, or 10 years, and then it starts adjusting. Every ARM, there are different options, variations of them. It could start adjust every 6 months, once a year, or once every 5 years. So just and typically they have better interest rates than on 30-year fixed. Getting popular.
Yeah.
I'm getting more and more of those right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think ARMs are just a fantastic product for this kind of market, right? When everything is so crazy, you can at least lock in something, you have it for this amount of time, and then you can always refinance later if it makes sense, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not for everyone, of course, but when you know that maybe you're not gonna keep the house for too long, or you are paying, that you'll be paying it rapidly, or bless you, or you
Thank you.
or you're very strong believer that you'll be able to refinance soon. That is a really good product right now.
Yeah.
Also want to share the forecast. Different organizations have different forecasts, but they all sort of similar, right? Fannie, for example, thinks that the rate is going to be at 6.3 by the end of the year and 6.2 in 2026. MBA, Mortgage Banker Association, thinks that the rate is going to be at 6.7. They're more conservative by the end of the year, and 6.6 in 2026. National Association of Realtors and NAR projects the rates be at 6.4 by the end of 25 and 6.1 in 26. And lastly, Wells Fargo projects 6.3 in the second quarter of 2025. Well, they're already kind of, we are in second quarter, right? So
we're about to come to the end of it.
They missed that one a little bit.
Yeah, they're already wrong. Scratch that one. So yeah, this is.
Can I ask, is MBA typically, are they usually the more conservative ones on their forecasts?
Typically they are.
Or does they kind of sometimes yes.
But it also varies. I think, maybe tomorrow they're gonna post something completely different, and all these guys are notorious of being wrong. So we don't know was gonna happen.
Yeah.
They just kind
Yeah,
of
I was going to say
keeping in the
we
dark,
should.
right?
Yeah.
I was going to say we should pull, because I know you've done this a couple times in previous ones. We should go back and pull some of the old ones and see what their predictions were now that we're
To see
in
if we
that
can
future.
track who to
Who's-
trust.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. I'll do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it will
Yeah.
be interesting to
Yeah,
see.
see if you've got your PowerPoints with the old predictions and see what they look like.
And maybe
Right.
we'll do like a trivia and see who wins and
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
bingo, bingo night.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, we should totally do that.
You can make a game out of anything.
That's right. Well, so I was just telling Kelly, we hit a lull obviously with Memorial Day as far as like showings and inventory and buyer activity. But in the last 2 days, we've seen a pickup in showing requests for one of our listings, and I've seen more buyers coming out of the
Yeah.
woodworks as well. So, are you seeing applications go up, or are they kind of flat or down, or what are you seeing? How's the market moving in the lending side?
Yeah, they start moving up. Last week, understandably, before Memorial Day, it was pretty
Yeah.
quiet. A couple of clients wrote contracts, but not the same amount of people as before, and didn't have too many applications going on. Now I have more applications. I did 4 applications yesterday. I have 3 lined up. So, it's moving, and I'm writing more pre-approval letters.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
but
And are you seeing?
not everybody wins the contract. So
Right.
I had out of 4 letters that I wrote, 1 person won. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's still that competition. It's less than it used to be, but there
Right.
still is that competition out there.
Are you having to discuss more fewer appraisal gaps and things like that than I'm sure than before, right?
exactly. Yeah, not too much of that. And I have not seen. Well, I just had 1 low appraisal came in, but only
Okay.
5,000.
Right.
Not too much, and it was the price was 480.
Yeah.
And it was a townhouse style condo, and it came in
Okay.
at 475. So, but that's 1 out of, I don't know. I don't remember when I had
Yeah.
no appraisal last time.
Yeah, we've been blessed this year. There haven't been any that have come in short for
Yeah.
us.
Do you think were the agents, were the realtors surprised at that, or was it priced kind of where they weren't too surprised at the appraisal? Because I know sometimes it can sit on our radar and we're wondering if it's gonna happen or not.
Yeah, they were a little bit surprised, but it all depends on location. It all depends on type of property, especially when
Yeah.
it's a condo, but it's a townhouse style condo. It's
Oh
a
yeah.
little
Yeah.
bit tricky because you have to compare to the same type, and it gets confusing. Is this comp really a condo or
Right.
it's townhouse because they look the same, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that one is was a little bit tricky, but
Yeah. I wonder, you probably don't know this, but I would wonder if either the agents, buyer or seller, put together an appraisal packet for them to give them the comps of things that were actually
Compared.
townhouse styles, but in condos.
I
Yeah.
don't think they did that in the very beginning. And so this was actually a VA loan. And on VAs, if you know, and VAs are really good and they all do the same thing. They look at the same comps. And, I hear people saying, oh, because it's VA, that's why it came in low. I already can hear it, people saying that, but no. but no, because they look and compare exactly the same way as conventional would do. The only difference between conventional and VA, so on conventional, it comes in low and you know that after the fact, so then you start maybe asking for reconsideration, providing comps and all that. VA, they give you heads up ahead of time. They tell you, hey, looks like I'm struggling here. How did you come up with this price? Give me comp, give me something. So, and that's, they provided with a bunch of something to him, to appraiser. And after that, it still came in 5,000 low, but maybe it could come even more lower if
Yeah.
they wouldn't provide that information. So,
Right.
Yeah.
and we don't know that.
I do like that about VA, that they
Yeah.
give you guys a heads up. I actually appreciate that a lot, because
Yeah.
everybody has to like stay away from the appraisers, no real communication, right? So I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah,
Anything
that's it.
else? Any other updates? Anything weird in the market, or is everything pretty straightforward?
Everything is, as far as approving people, the approval process, everything is about the same. Just heads up, if you are in, government employee, just keep it on the radar if there's possibilities of layoffs coming in. Of course, you never know, but that's important factor when we qualify someone. Recently, FHA updated their guidelines on visa holders. So now if you have a visa or work authorization card, you cannot obtain FHA loan. Only those who are citizens or green card holders, permanent residents, they can get on FHA. Conventional does not have that, but they put in some restrictions. Some investors, I should say, put more restrictions on work authorization cards categories. They trying to be more conservative now, but in general, there are no changes there. And roofs, we've seen problems with getting roofs insured. If there are some carriers want to insure them even if they're 15 years old. Some go 20. Some will insure, but the premium is gonna be high. So what I always recommend clients, don't wait too long, don't wait until the end to get that insurance. And I see clients tends to wait until the last moment, and then they shop for longest time. So I just recommend not to do that. You can shop, of course, you don't want to just to but don't wait until the last moment. So
I'd say once their contingency, like if they have an inspection contingency, I would say probably once that's met, then do it, and we always tell people to start with their, like, whoever insures their car, start with that company because of the discounts. Do you give the same advice, or is there something else we should be telling people?
No, that's fine. So we work with this insurance company that look at different, actually they're broker out, they look at different insurance carriers, and they actually provide discounts. So I recommend them to talk to that person, but also to their current providers, because they could get discount or multi-policy discounts. But I would say, like, from the beginning, because it's not that difficult. They can just get the quotes, and at least to know that there's not going to be a problem with the roof, for example, right? Because then if it's early in the game, and maybe when you do the home inspection, you can start negotiating, fix the roof or something like that, right? And I've seen clients actually getting new roofs because of the insurance issues.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
That's a real
That's
good point.
very good tip. Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for all that information. And I think we are now up to date on the market between this and the snapshot. I think everybody should be ready to go for the weekend.
Yay.
All right. If anybody needs to reach out to you, how do they get in touch with you?
You can just call me 571-245-3000.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And we will see you on the next Mortgage Minute.
That's right.
All right.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.